If you've been to the grocery store lately, you may have noticed that most of the produce is quite beautiful. As a society, we have high standards. But what happens to all of that produce that has a little spot or two that doesn't affect its quality? Well, a food rescue is in order, and the South Western Ontario Gleaners are the heroes of that story. Joining me to talk about it is their chair and director, Tina Quiring. Thank you so much for joining me.
Nice to be here, Cheryl. Thank you for having me.
It's great to have you. And, you know, I talked about a food rescue. So tell me about how you rescue that good produce.
Well, in the Leamington area, we have a lot of greenhouses, and they grow almost 12 months out of the year. So there's a lot of produce going to waste almost year-round. And the farmers are happy to bring us the unmarketable produce to make nutritious soup mix out of it. And we dehydrate it, and once it's dehydrated, it lasts for a very long time because it's dehydrated to the point where it doesn't mold. So it can be shipped to cold areas, can be shipped to hot areas, and it's just the answer to a lot of the wasted food that goes to waste in our community and around the world.
So here's an example of this awesome, and it's super nutritious.
Absolutely.
Food, and we partner with you here at Crossroads
Thank you.
to send it to the north. So tell me about, first of all, what is the situation for food in northern communities?
Well, many northern communities do not have nutritious food, and there's a lot of issues with diabetes and depression, and I believe a big part of depression is the lack of proper nutrition. So our food actually has beans and lentils and barley, different things to make it a completely balanced meal. It also has things like potatoes and carrots, lots of carrots. There's a grower near us, and so we get a lot of carrot, which is so good for our bodies. So yeah, it's desperately needed, and we bury it by the truckload in our community, and it has to stop.
Wow.
Yes, absolutely. Those people need it, and we have it, and we need to work together to make it happen.
Because the situation is, it's so remote, it's hard to get fresh food up there, and obviously they have winter for a lot more of the year than we do. And then if you can get it up there, many times it's so expensive and poor. Like I've seen it, and I've seen the vegetables in the grocery store, incredibly poor.
Yeah.
Tell me about this partnership, because basically you come up with this awesome food, and then we help pay for the shipping of it, which is prohibitively expensive as well as getting it up there.
Right.
So why does this partnership matter?
Well, it matters because it's good for everyone. It's good for us to keep the food out of the ground when there are people that desperately need it, and it's good for the people up north because they need it. And I believe it's networking. It's the answer to so many challenges that we face in our world today, and that's what we're doing by having someone else pay for it, because it costs up to $10,000 for just one truckload to ship it up north, because sometimes it has to go on ice roads and it has to go by plane. Well, fuel is very expensive up north, right? And so it's a challenge to get it there. But it's all doable, it's very possible, and all we have to do is work together to make it happen. And I'm super excited, you know, to be working with Crossroads and having, you know, great answers to challenges that we face in our world.
We absolutely love working with you as well, and love your vision. You have a vision to eliminate world hunger in the world, which is a huge goal. But is it possible?
Absolutely. No doubt in my mind. All we have to do is work together. And there should be a Gleaners in every farming community all over the world. And that's exactly what it will take to stop hunger, because there's enough food. It's just a matter of harvesting it when it's ready. There's a lot of food that goes to waste in warm climates where there's lots of fruit, right? And that can all be dehydrated or canned. And as long as we work together, it is doable, and it is not only doable, but it needs to be done. And I believe that there's a tremendous movement happening right now with food loss and food waste. I recently was at a conference in Toronto, and yeah, there's so many good things happening. It's exciting, and there are a lot of young people involved. And one of the things that I was super excited about was that they were saying that the savings brought people to the table, but the environment kept them there. And I think that the more we learn about how unnecessary it is and how it harms our environment to bury all this food, the more we realize that we have to create a better planet for our children. We don't want to leave them with the mess that we have created.
I just love it. So excited to partner with you. Thank you so much for your vision and the opportunity that we have to help make a difference together with you.